that are employed in industry know, and I know, that we're getting into more and more automation. And as we get into more and more automation, we become more productive, more work done, more products made per man hour or per lady hour. And as we do that, we need high-skilled people. The community college in Pfeiffer could be winners, from this partnership as well. So with that, I better turn it over to the next speaker. Let me say, God bless you all. God bless America.
All right. Yes, sir. Let me, as Mayor Jim Meissenhammer comes up, Mayor of Richfield, let me mention one thing, which I did not do. If any of you need the restroom facilities, across the street over there, we've got the door open and somebody will assist you right across the street at the old annex brick building right across the street. So at this time, I'm going to call on the Mayor of Richfield, Jim Meissenhammer, for a few comments.
Mr. Storm's a tough act to follow. He's a wealth of information, and I look around here and I see quite a few business leaders that are here, and I know some of you are asking, what's the little fat man from Richfield doing? Because I'll be the first to admit that I know nothing about dams, nothing about Alcoa. I've never worked there. I was a school teacher for 30 years, and so, once again, what am I doing here? Well, Mayor Harrison called and asked, would I support the effort? And let me tell you just a little bit about the mayors of Stanley County now. And before I start, I look around and I only see one person here wearing a coat and tie. And I haven't lost my mind, but still, there's only 3 reasons why I ever wear a coat and tie. One is for a funeral, the other is for a wedding, and the other when my wife tells me to. And I was walking out the door, had on my khaki pants and a polo shirt, and my wife said, "You're not going out of the house looking like that, are you?" And she said, "The mayor of Baden wanted you to speak today, and you're looking like that." She said, "I cannot believe that." Well, look around. So some of you that know that I'm one henpecked and my wife rules with the iron hand, when you see Cindy Meisenheimer, you tell her that, that I was right. Now seriously, I want to brag just a little bit, and Leon, where's Leon? Yeah, Leon, you know Cindy Meisenheimer. But I looked around, and I'm fixing to say something that could be controversial, and I don't see any long roads, so I'm going to, at the risk of being strung up, I'm going to say a few good things about our county commissioners. And hear me out before you tar and feather me. The mayors get together on a regular basis, and we meet and we converse and share stories and have a lot of fun, but we also help each other. Mayor Witt has been a great asset for the town of Richfield. One, because he controls our water, and he controls our sewage. And if you think you can't sort of get someone's attention, you just cut someone's water off and see how soon they start knocking on your door. But no, the town of Albemarle has been very good for the northern end of the county, New London, Richfield, and Meisenheimer, and also Baden. And Alcoa has been good for the northern end of the county, as well as the western end and the southern end. And when we go to these meetings, a lot of times the county commissioners are there. So that's one thing. The county commissioners do attend these meetings. And this was discussed one day, and I heard, some good points coming out of both sides. And one of the commissioners was there, and they raised a lot of questions. And I commend people for asking questions. And I commend people for studying things. And the county commissioners have listened whenever Mayor Harrison and some of the other mayors talk about we need jobs. Now, I don't know anything really about this situation, but I have talked to several people, and just a few minutes ago, I was talking with Bradford Barringer, who's the CEO of BRS in Richfield, a very successful company that's had jobs for a long time. And I mentioned to him, I said, don't you think that it's time for our commissioners to come to the table and get serious and talk? And he's a man of few words, but what he says, you can take it to the bank. He says it's past time. That came from his mouth, and so with that, I'm going to start closing up because it's past time. I do want to commend the county commissioners, and when you call them, and I think a lot of you will call them, tell them Jim Meisenheimer is bragging on them. Boy, see, as a former Democratic chair bragging on the Republican commissioners, there's a point to this. I have seen Tony Dennis work hand in hand with Bill Molnix, who's a very strong Democrat, work for the benefit of our airport, and our airport will be a gem in our crown in the future. Democrats and Republicans working together for this airport that years from now will really benefit Stanley County. I have seen Democrats and Republicans work hand in hand. We can differ on some things, but the thing of it is, if you've fallen in the swimming pool and you're about to drown and someone comes up to throw you a rope, you don't sit there and say, are you a Democrat? I mean, we're in the situation, and Mayor Whitt's right, Mayor Harrison's right, Mr. Storm is right, Bradford Barringer's right. Now is the time. And many times I, as a Democratic mayor, have called on our commissioners for help for the town of Richfield and have gotten it every time. So now I'm calling on them for the town of Richfield and every other town in this county. We need you now. Step up to the plate. We have a county manager, and I said this behind his back to his face. I said it to Tony Dennis. Mr. Lucas is a really brilliant man. We have a great county manager. He can do the figures. We need